Hello everybody and welcome back. So, we are back in the Airbus today. It is super pretty. I've done a little bit more research on it, so in theory we can actually fly this thing. So, first thing we're going to do, we're going to connect ground power. We want trucks. We're going to call that guy. We're going to need to load passengers. And then we might need some cargo, so we're going to load him. This is cool. Anyways. That's cool. Everybody's all hooked up. Ooh, wow. Okay, those are just stairs. I thought we requested... gate. Oh. Is he gonna come out? I don't think so. Oh well. We can pretend. But virtually we've got a gate. So, we do have the checklist. We are going to run through that. So, we're going to do... we're actually going to connect external power. Turn the two batteries on. Come back down here. Stuff's going to start warming up, and it's going to start making noise. Not a bad thing, but means I can hear it. Batteries on, external power's on. IRS is going to turn on. These guys are going to go to nav mode, and we're going to align. We're going to give that a few minutes. Hydraulic pumps, I believe, are down here. Air conditioning, electrical. Where's hydraulic? Oop, nope, wrong one. APU. I always forget where hydraulic... Oh, hydraulic and fuel. So, you're on already, so we are good there. Don't have to change anything. Fuel pumps to on. So, from what I heard, it's actually better to wait to turn these pumps on until you start one of the engines. So, somebody will normally start the electric pump for that, and then they will turn on the center tanks. But we are going to not, because we don't care. It prevents the mechanical wear and tear on them. All this is from somebody that actually flies. I watched another YouTube video, surprise, of an actual A320 pilot doing the startup, and he went over the things that they do in their company. So, engine, I believe that is on by default. Packs 1 and 2 are also on by default. He also normally puts them to about the 10 o'clock position. But pack 1 and 2 are on and fault. Engine bleed 1 and 2. Fuel electric air. I believe 1 and 2 are on. APU bleed is also on. Oh, it's storming out there. So we do have it set to real world. I got lightning and other stuff going on, which it's actually doing in the real world. So if you hear real lightning and not just sim lightning, it's actually happening. Well, it was raining earlier. Not necessarily now, but we're gonna go down here. Packs 1 and 2, engine bleeds, hot air on, engine anti-ice protection. Because it's kind of storming, we are going to use that today. Anti-ice on engine 1, 2, wing. We want the heat on. We don't need the wing yet. Don't need APU. And that is just fine. Emergency lights armed, cabin signs on, nav and logo. So, nav and logo, we're going to turn to 1. Emergency exit lights are armed. No smoking and seatbelts. No smoking while always on. Seatbelts to auto. Then we're going to turn nav and logo and ground proximity warning system. So we're going to turn nav and logo, and then we're going to leave the beacon off for the moment because we're not actually going to turn that on. We're not actually going to do it. Let's turn the dome to dim. It's good for now. Ground proximity warning is automatically on. Parking brake, let's check set. Parking brake is set. Flaps verified is 0. What did I set that to? Flaps are verified 0. Next page. ATIS and clearance. So we're gonna go 125.
U.S. Air Force Academy Bullseye weather.
Why is it giving me Air Force Academy? That's annoying.
Visibility more than 10. Rain.
North to south, 16 gusts 24, raining. Lots of clouds, 3007.
31,500 overcast. Temperature 2.7.
Okay, so all we really need is 3007. We're gonna set that over here. Too far. 07. Come down here to the backup. Did I not put a good view for that? I did not. Alright, we'll use this view. Just scroll on here. 301. No, 3007. Alright. Pick 1, 2, and 3. Altimeters are set. Transponder code, we're going to be squawking, not necessarily VFR. We're going to squawk 1, 2, 3, 4. Call it easy. We're going to go transmit, receive, and leave that alone for now. Correct. Standby, auto, and on. So auto should be fine in case we forget it. We're good there. So we're gonna go MCDU. We're actually gonna come down here and start setting stuff. So let's go init page. No company routes. We're gonna go bus US 244. And of course I can't type bus. BUS 244. Really? B U S 244. I don't know why that won't let us set it. Iris init, let's not initialized. Iris aligning on. Those are aligned. I don't think we have to do anything else with those, do we? I don't think so. We're gonna go back, and I'm gonna flail a little bit. So we're gonna go Colorado Springs to Centennial, KAPA, and we're gonna return that. Iris initialize, line on reference, confirm. We are aligned. Nothing else to do up here. Okay, now let's try and enter bus Bethune 244 cost index. So I actually have a flight plan we're going to follow, and we're going to do a cost index of 10. Our cruising altitude today is going to be looking 120. There we go. -9. It's going to be a little chilly. Alright, wind. Let's request the winds. Good there. Good. Okay. We're good there. Now let's go to the second init page. Let's actually program in some numbers. Actually, let's service ourselves. We didn't put anything in. Okay. Let's look up number of passengers. Passenger weight. I need actual number of passengers. Seriously? Give me the number of peoples. Oh, that's the number. How do I get the number of people? Aircraft call sign, origination, destination, cruise date, departure, airtime is only 13 minutes, so as soon as we actually get off the ground, we'll be off the ground. I don't know how many passengers. So what happens if I go full passengers? Performance data. Okay, I do know the fuel, so we are going to get the fuel. Baggage and freight is 9,800 pounds, so we're going to go cargo. We're going to do full cargo up to pounds in kilograms. About 4,000 kilograms, I think. Whoa, we bounced. Interesting. Passengers. Okay, so our zero fuel weight is going to be 137. So let's set this at 2/3. Put fuel at 913 pounds. Oops. I gotta go back and get it all in kilograms. There. Edit the flights. Give it to me in kilograms. And everything's the same, that's all I changed. And generating, so I'm actually using SimBrief to do these calculations and generations. Maybe this will help. So let's go back to the cargo. Actually, no. Let's go fuel. Block fuel is 4,154 kilograms. Uh-oh. So 4,154 kilograms, which we of course cannot do that way. 4,154. That's close enough. We'll set that. Cargo. Extra fuel weight, extra fuel, aircraft, etc. Alright. Let's go to cargo. Oh, seriously? Really? This is actually kind of hard to read. Like, it gives me all the information I don't need first. Routing, cost index is 10, 120, drag is fine, pico, parameters, FMS and NIT, 9, zero fuel weight is 62,500, gives us a whole bunch of information. Clearance space, but it doesn't give me the number of souls on board. That's unhelpful. Really unhelpful. Can I get that somehow? So I'm using the United 14 information, and I just don't see what I need. Got an operational flight plan, got a clearance, Let's try souls. Do I have souls? No souls. I guess final passenger count is up to them, so we're gonna assume passengers is full. Cargo is going to be at... I might have to go back to the other format that I was in. Huge amount of weather briefing, a lot of cost indexes, position data, clearance, range. Here we go. Initial load, 0 fuel weight, takeoff fuel weight, landing weight. I don't need that. What I need is my cargo weight. How the real pilots do this? I guess they, you know, actually get trained in this, so that helps. You'd think this would be a little easier though. I need fuel. Sorry, I don't need fuel, I need cargo. Let's try. Bag? Nope. Cargo? Nope. Alright. I can't use the United one, I can't find the data I need, so we're gonna go to the Lido, or let's try Air Force 17. See if that's it. See if that's readable. Ba 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 da ba da ba. Passenger weight, bag and freight is 4,500 pounds. So cargo, sorry, 4.5 tons. Too heavy, that's good. I'm gonna set that. Passengers, we're gonna set full. Fuel, we're gonna put at 4,100, because I believe that's what our zero fuel is. Block fuel, 41. Yep. And we're going to go to the performance data. We're going to look over here and see what our zero fuel weight is. We're looking for 62.5. Not even close. But we're within all of our performance. Oh, that says 57. So we actually need more passengers? Nope, gross weight 61. And we should be 66-ish. I should probably have either more fuel, passengers, or cargo. I'm going to set that, make sure it's correct. Set that, make sure it's correct. And we're going to take a little extra fuel. Maybe another 100 kilograms. Set that. Remove. 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 Chocks are going to stay on. GPU is not needed. And then we're going to run some numbers. So, what was it we need? Zero fuel weight and zero fuel weight CG. So our ZFW is 57162. 57162. No. Let's try that, see what it does. And then CG is going to be 34.2. And wait, 1, because I have a goldfish memory, 34.2. Good. And 34.2, correct. Block fuel. Where did I get that last time? Go 1, 2, cabin, zero fuel weight. Trim position's down 1.2. We're just gonna set that. Gross weight, total fuel, I think that's block fuel, is 4.4. Weight boarding? I don't know what that is. Block is 4.4. We are set up on that page. We're here about none. So now we're going to go program in the flight plan. From Colorado Springs, we're going to run the departure from 3.5 right. No SID. Then we're going to run the KAPA arrival. I believe we're doing the ILS for 3.5 right. We weren't going to use a SID or a star. What's that look like? Is that what we're using? Nope. Oh boy. Up here, swap this over to plan. So I'm going to look at my charts. We're going to do the 3.4 right approach. What approach is this? 3.4 right. Whoop. RNAV, 3.4 right. Okay. Then we're going to take the ho-hum. Which do we need? Dan, Lund, or Landry? I don't know. Furper? Or Furperi? Puffer, Sage. I do know stop? Not allowed. Great. Let's do this. See if it'll let us do that. Alright, and then our flight plan is actually BRK. So we're going to go Furper, decel. Okay. Wow. Where's our discontinuity? Okay, so we're gonna go springs here. I'm gonna go in, hit B R okay. Here. Of course, 9 miles. We're gonna delete that discontinuity. Big limit BRK, and then we're gonna go direct. Nope, we're gonna go ho-hum direct. HOHUM. Don't I have ho-hum in there? No. So HOHUM here. Can I edit you? Yes. Speed constraints, altitude, units. I'm doing airway. I always forget that one. Let's do this insert. We're actually going to do a delete. This discontinuity. Insert that. No discontinuity. Now, we have to do this fun part, make sure that it's all good. Not good. So let's do ho-hum and delete Fipper. Actually, not even ho-hum. Actually no, let's delete Fipper. Fipper. Black Forest. Was that top of climb? No, that's descent. Ho-hum. 7,400. Intercept glide slope? Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. I don't like that. Oh, that's our mist, I think. No, that's weird. Discontinuity. Okay. ho-hum there, and then we come back to our fix if we need it. So, flight plan is now good. We're going to go through some other pages, make sure they are correct. Not going to go direct. Not going to go there. Takeoff speeds, it will do these two. We're going to put 133 for V1 since apparently this is not capable of counting that. Let's look for flaps. Apparently normally you take off with flaps 1. Let's clear that. FLX, is that no crud? Flaps are going to be 1. Direct takeoff data, that's fine. Runway 35 right, shift. Oh boy. 35 right, dry. That's calculating for dry. So we actually need bon vol? What is bon vol? Is P. Joan Crawford. I don't know. Okay. Flaps for takeoff. We're gonna also put 1 here. Clear that out. Next phase, that's all fine. It's all fine. Again, fine. O and H. Temperature should be doable. I don't know what O and H is. But that's on the approach. Let's see what's in here. Nope. I'm guessing that's a heading. Remember them saying something about that and just putting in a number? I don't remember what the number was, so we're gonna call that good. Make sure that everything is good here. It is. Can't do anything, so this is it. ATC, can't do anything there. Okay. Looks like we're all good. So, I'm actually going to go here to the... we're going to put the flight plan on mine and the performance on this one, because that's apparently how you do a lot of things. So, if you are on the wrong page, you'll start getting some funky things. The one last thing that I really want to check is trim position at 1.2. That is not at 1.2. Go away. Ooh, hold on. You're super loud. Okay. Trim needs to be at 1.2. Why is it not moving? Joystick. Right yoke. Pitch down and up. Are we trim locked? Trim. I think it's disconnected for some reason. Everything else works, so I think it's just disconnected for some reason. Alright, I probably did something wrong, but we're gonna assume it's fine. Just fine. We don't need the GPU anymore. We should be on battery. This is true. Fudge. We did need the GPU. I forgot to start the engine. Also, it didn't like that. Supposed to disconnect it first. Hopefully we don't have to redo all that. We do. That's correct. FNGC's up. UPS primary lost. Dang it. Init. Iris init. Hopefully we don't have to wait for those to align. Everything else seems to be on that we need. Let's take a look at the overhead, do a quick scan. Lights are as we left them. Not ditching. Speed brakes are down. Why are they down? Why are the speed brakes down? Why can I not adjust them either? There we go. Speed brakes are up. I should be able to change this. I don't know why I cannot. This is bugging me a little bit. These should be aligned. I'm gonna bounce them all. Clear, return, iris inits, aligning on. So I am gonna have to redo that. That's kind of annoying. Got as much other information as we need though, so as soon as this is, oh, there we go, aligned. Now we're completely back to where we were. Go back over here. Chalks on performance data checklist. Here we go. So set QNH mode, fine. QH in, fine. Director mode and range. We're gonna go pop, pop, pop. We're gonna set this to 40 miles, and we're gonna turn that to arc. Why is the GPS primary lost? You're right there. I don't like that. This is a line. That's not good. Yeah, it's not good. It's failed. Turn that off, turn that back on. Oops. Not good. Alright, I'm gonna fix that real quick and we'll be back. Alright, so that's just booting back up. We'll call that fine enough. Speed manage selected. We're going to call this speed to 1/3, no, V2. 141, no. Speed is 137. 37. Flat out, use primary. We're going to climb. Initial altitude, we're just going to go straight to 12. Bold. That's going to be bold, so that's primary. Heading is going to be northwards. 35 something's our runway heading, so we're going to put it about 353. Punch boat these two, that should come up soon, I hope. These are all aligned, so I don't know why it's not. That scares me. And noozles, while that finishes, hopefully. Heading management, initial altitude set. IRS is not aligned. Flight director is going to be cycled off, then on. Yours is aligned. Why is mine not aligned? Let me set you to number 2. Alright, INS is aligned. We're going the other direction, so that's fine. Plane goes the right direction, so that's good. Flight director is on both. PSTR is on. We almost don't need this. IRS is aligned. Flight director is on, LS is off, FCU is correct and complete. So before start, fueling, everything is removed. I'm going to actually need brakes. We're going to do chocks. Removed. Traffic cones removed. Yep, APU starts. And we're going to turn on the strobe to auto, just to let them know that the APU is starting and on. And we're going to look down here. Which one's best for this? So I'm going to actually turn this one off. I keep getting trapped by it. I really don't have a great one. Waiting for the bleed. Flaps are open. I think I don't have any hydraulic pressure, so I can't set that yet. Probably why that doesn't move. Bleed, flaps, exhaust temperature, parking brake, engine, anti-ice. Here the APU spooling. Just waiting. Turn that off. There we go. Now she's starting. Flaps open, and one's coming up. Exhaust temperature's coming up. Perfect. No smoking to go. We turn no smoking on. We're about ready to go. Seatbelt sign and no smoking are on. Parking brakes on. Engine anti-ice. APU is now available. Perfect. Turn that APU bleed back on. External power. So you're supposed to turn it off. What was it? External power. It's off. Now we disconnect it. That's how you're supposed to do it. Doors and windows are closed. Beacon is coming on. We are ready for start and pushback. So now we call ATC, bus 244, gate 12 ready for pushback. Cleared for pushback and start. So now we're going to call better pushback, start pushback. I already pre-planned it.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
We're going to verify right side's clear. Can't see a thing in this bus, but that's pretty. Actually going to select a couple modes. What modes are we in? Nav mode, flying mode, flight director 1 and 2. This is off. Perfect. There's the localizers. And auto throttle and autopilot on once we really get up. Okay. On the pedal. Engine master mode is going to be set to ignition start, which is on the right.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Okay, ready for you to connect. And at this point, we are just waiting for this dude to connect and lift us. So, from the outside, wait for it. Oh, that's cool. He's actually going to pick us up. He is lifting our bus. That APU is loud. Oh, we got lifted. We are getting lifted. Yeah. This is cool. I find that amusing that you can do that in a simulator.
So connected and bypassed and in service. Release parking brake.
Alright, parking brake is released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
They're given the clear, so the next one is to start the engine and then monitor the ECAM. I'm going to come down here and watch. We have APU bleed air on. Thought we needed to start the right bleed air. I'm wrong. She's starting just fine. 20, 30 Celsius, 4 psi. Well, temp's a little low on startup. And we're waiting for 55. It just kicked off. To go up and then settle back down. Visual steering disconnected. Well, yeah, the pin's in. It's actually pushing us. That's just cool. He waited for us. Cool. It's the right engine started. I'm gonna come down here, and that is stabilized. I can go with myself. We're going to start engine 2, and we're also going to turn on the bleed air. Engine 1. Oh, they're both already on. Perfect. Any hoozles? Let's go back down here, watch these. Actually going to put them up like that, and like that. That way we can actually watch what's going on. These are all air pressures. These are engine performance. It's a trim it. What am I missing? Oops. Okay. Pressure valve faults. GPWS. That on. Ground control. Rear supply. Don't need oxygen at the moment.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay. What's the high pressure valve have a fault? That would be under this. Oh, it's probably because the APU bleeds on. So that engine is started. Anti-ice are on. Let's turn APU bleed and master off. Bleed is off. The master is now off. All those lights went away, so we're good. Perfect, I like that. We are on arc, so that's good. Draw wheels.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a good flight.
There we go. We're setting for 1.2 up. Put up there. Double check. Performance data. Trim is down 1.2. That was a mistake. Do not make that mistake. Down. That doesn't work. 1.2. About good. I like it. Pitch trim is set. Engine mode selector. Spoilers to armed. Down here. Pop that out. Flaps to 1. These flaps. Really? You're gonna manually make me manually do it? Okay, you're set. Flaps to 1. Rudder trim is 0. Flight controls. We're gonna make sure that the stick moves. Oh, we're actually set at 1.2 down. Perfect. I like that. 1.2 down. Wrong button. Flight controls, ECAM door page, all those are good. Hand signals have been received. Taxi clearance, ground, bus 244. Ready for park. Ready for taxi, runway 35 right. Parking brake is going to be released. And I'm on the brakes with my feet. And then auto braking is set to, we need to set that to RTO, not max. Okay, max. Just in case you need to reject the takeoff. Let's hit takeoff config, which is this little button up here. I just realized why some of the stuff isn't working, and the answer is because I didn't plug it in. Oh boy, what am I going to do with myself? Plug in power, make sure we don't lose any of it. Plug in flight controls. And let's see if things work now. They do. That's why you have to actually plug in the controls to use them. Surprise! Alright. Takeoff config. Pressed taxi lights are going on. Goes to taxi. I think that's the only light. Strobe's good, wings good, nav and logo good. We're gonna do dim, don't need, those are both on, noses to taxi. All fine. Before takeoff, pedestal is TARA, which I already did. Engine mode selector as required. Brake temp is less than 150. I believe that is checked. Right. I don't know how to check that. Probably one of the pages. Let's go wheels. Wheel page 15 Celsius on all the wheels. We're good there. So we're gonna go brakes. Parking brake off. Brake fans are off. Sliding tables are stowed. Takeoff lineup and clearance we will do when we get out there. So let's pretend we have some clearance. I'm going to look down, make sure that we can spool up. And if I remember correctly, we are doing a FLX takeoff. Auto braking's max. Wheel can come off. Takeoff config. Oh, okay. Good, clear. This will pick what we need, and let's taxi out. Brake check. Brakes work. I'm going to taxi without all this stuff because we just don't really need it right now. Now, that little screw in the front right here I heard was basically right in the middle, so we're going to keep that on there. I also heard that you want the tiller for actually driving, but I don't have a tiller. So we're going to do it the more difficult and kind of slow way by rudders and maybe a little braking. Because this is apparently how it normally turns with all that, gigantic amount of turn. That's apparently how the tiller turns. Also, the faster you turn the tiller, the faster it will actually turn it. The faster it will turn the aircraft. So that's an interesting little tidbit. There's lightning out there. Not really any lightning outside, but there are thunderstorms in the area. Try not to overturn this time. Taxi out via, I think this is Gopher Hotel, not Alpha, and whatever's down there at the end. I'm bad at taxiing. You need to be good at taxiing. And apparently the Airbus taxis happily at idle. We're going to taxi her very happily at idle. Not very well, but we're going to taxi her. Get a little screw lined up, and we're going to taxi on out. So, I will see you when we get there. Alright, this is where we would change over to tower. Tower, bus 244, ready for takeoff. 23 right. Sorry, 35 right. Tower bus cleared for takeoff. Approach to the north approved. Or fly direct BRK on departure. About it. So we're gonna come on the runway.
3-5 right.
We're gonna turn these little boys on. I'm gonna turn off lights on. Nose to take off. Back over here. Taxi back on. And then we're gonna 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, and not go full throttle. But we're gonna go to FLX, which is the takeoff mode. We're going up it. So, putting on all this information. We're currently in climb and nav mode. So when we engage autopilot, it will in fact do that. It will go to climb and nav.
On runway 3-5 right.
Good to know. Both engines are spooling. Let's go to about 80%. Let's climb power. What are we set to? Too far. Right about there. We're straight. Right. No. Oh crap.
Caution. On taxiway. On taxiway.
It captured my mouse. Anyways. We survived. There's VR. Pull back. We are airborne. Pulling back, following the flight director. Pause the brake. Gear up. And we're gonna go auto throttle here. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna climb at 200. Hold it. Put levers to climb. Levers are in climb mode. And it's climbing at 162, so it's deciding the speed that it wants. It's also in nav mode. What's in nav? It's throttles to climb, operating to climb. Sorry, open climb. We haven't set a speed, but it's going to climb as fast as it wants. Speed checks. Flaps up. Actually, speed didn't check. We have to clear S speed. We're in open climb and nav, so we're still at 160. Gears up. 10,000 feet. We're about to pass Black Forest. Soon we're going to be at the top of climb, beginning of descent, and we are going to slow down a little early on this one, purely because, and technically we're going above 10,000 feet. Alright. So it's auto-managing everything now. It's leveling off. Hopefully it knows that we are in max continuous power, climb. Still thinks we're in climb mode, so we're almost there. Might increase the speed. Increase to 250. We're on altitude hold. So once we hit that S, we can pull up the flaps. Compensating a little there, eh? Flaps coming up. Disarm, speed brakes. And we're gonna follow. So at ho-hum, now we're in cruise mode. Perfect. Spoilers, taxi lights off. We can do that. Taxi lights to off. We're gonna leave the other lights on. Whoa, why are you so high? You should not be that high. We have a speed limitation. Yeah, we have a speed limitation. Don't be going that quick. Okay. Speed brake's still out. Speed brake. Speed brakes are this one. Nope, speed brakes are this one. Speed brakes there. Okay. It was just a little weird. So it is full on raining, so we're going to make sure that all of our anti-ice are on. Cabin pressure's fine. We're going to leave lights on just because we're barely going above 10,000. Then we're going to do the pre-10,000, it's fine, seatbelts. We're going to leave on because it is such a short flight. I'm actually going to go down here to this little boy. Your destination data. I think he entered 20. It's fine. What could go wrong? It's only a bus full of people. I can't find that page I was looking for. Up here, destination data, that's fine. We're currently in cruise. Let's actually allow it. Go down all the way if it wants. We're going to kick in the approach mode. Do we need to be at ho-hum? Flight plan, Black Forest. We passed that a long time ago. Ho-hum, no altitude. We should go, that's our decel point. I think we passed that, so we're going to hit approach. We're going to let it decide when and where to come down. The iOS is 111.3. Have one is 11. Nav 113. I don't know if it'll let me punch that in. iOS navigation and radios. Frequency VOR iOS 111.3. What's it need? iOS 111.3, that's fine. What are you doing? Send, please. Making sense? What is beeping at me? Burn vertical speed of -0. Let's actually bump that down. We're on a Cat 1, nav, localizer, etc. I'm going to decrease my range. We don't need that much. Ho-hum, and then Jaded we need to be at 8. So Ho-hum we could be at 10. That'll be fine. Let's see. Push to level off. Pull to set altitude. We're actually gonna pull. No, we're gonna push. Descent mode. Perfect. Fly whatever you need. Flying 1300, we are a little high. We're actually going to decrease speed down to, oh boy, 200. Pull that. Increase speed, please. Drag is probably going to be required soon. Send to 4,000. Why are you leveling all? Open descent. Send however you need. Back to localizer. Auto throttle this bad boy. Throttle's idle. Let's bring that down. Okay, so you're actually listening now. We need to be at 8,000. So, yeah. Speed brakes, please. We're gonna go flaps out 1. That's our airport right there. How are you not capturing that? Gears coming out. Nope, too fast. Speed brakes are out. I don't know how to get it down anymore.
2,500.
Yeah, I know. That's bad. We're really, really, really high. As we descend past S, drop our second notch of flaps. Your gears down. We don't need you. We also don't need you. There's no way we're going to make that.
2,500.
No way we are going to make that.
$2,500.
Flaps are coming out. Doing a 30 degrees of bank. We can go full flaps if we choose. I do not. Too much power. This thing has so much power. I mean, we are geared down. Flaps. Oh shoot, we've got a warning. Speed brakes out. Speed brakes up and auto flap. That's fine. 1,000 feet. We're basically doing a gigantic left circle. We're gonna head roughly this way.
1,000.
Not good. I actually want to keep my altitude.
Terrain.
Yeah, I know. Gonna make a left-hand turn. Intercept that localizer. I know you're normally supposed to fly base and etc. on a pattern. Downwind, base, etc. But we are going to just fly this. As long as it doesn't twitch out on me. Okay, turn that off. Oh, good lord. Why is it lagging? You completely crapped out there for a second. I cannot see the airports. At the moment, I'm actually just guessing. I think it's going to be right about here.
Think rate. Think rate.
It's fine.
$500.
Looks like an airport. Is that an airport? An airport, but we are really low. No, that way. Yeah, this is not how you're supposed to fly this approach. Not even remotely how you're supposed to fly this approach. Come on.
Flaps.
500.
Flaps. Too high. Too high. Flaps. Flaps. Too high. Too high.
Think rate. Think
Too
rate.
high.
Jeez.
Think rate.
Too high.
300.
Too
This
high.
thing yells at you.
Think
Currently
rate.
flaps idle.
Think rate.
200.
Think rate.
We're
Think
gonna have
rate.
a long rollout.
30. Retard. 10, 5.
Hard landing. Fine. Auto braking is at max. Reversers engaged. I should have done that a long time ago. No brakes. Reversers deployed. Speed brakes are probably out. Woo! And we are below 60, which is in fact too fast, but the reversers will get us nice and slow. We haven't even touched the brakes. Now they were on max, so that is a detail. Coming off, making this turnout. Oh good lord. Trying not to spin the aircraft. Not doing very good at it. Gonna get out my map. I don't know where we are or where we're going. We're gonna go to the terminals. We came way out. So we're just gonna stop at all these buildings over here. Not my best landing, not my best approach, but it got her down. I'm gonna have to look and see what my vertical speed was. We did not trigger any G meters. Didn't trigger any other problems. We're gonna go gear up, flaps up, disarm the speed brakes, brake fans on. Go figure, right? Oh, there's a tiny little runway or taxiway. I think that's customs. We'll go there. Actually, we'll be kind of lazy and park right over here. Hopefully nobody minds. Sudden and abrupt stop. Parking brake down. Normally you are supposed to start the APU on the way in. I did not. Let's turn off all the ice. Packs are fine. Beacon needs to stay on. Runway turnoff can come off. Landing off. Nose to taxi. Oh, neat. Nose to taxi. APU gen on. Parking brake is on. Cool. Flap is open. APU is not available yet, but we can shut down first engine so that they can start actually bringing us in. Oh, good lord. That's terrifying. Really terrifying. Yeah. Because that's available, so we should have plenty of power. Checklist, we're gonna try... We landed. What's the actual shutdown? Spoilers retracted, engines normal, flaps, standby, brake temps, and it's fine. APU started, anti-ice is off, parking brakes set, 1 and 2 off, 1 and 2 off. Let's turn off the fasten seatbelt sign, turn off the beacon. Not cook ourselves. Beacon's off. Cabin logo off. These guys are retracted. Lights fully off. Strobe off. No smoking, we'll leave that on auto. External power is still armed. External power, we could connect. Fuel pumps turn off. We don't really need fuel on the ground, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ground power on. I guess we'll connect it. Available on. Perfect. And then APU as required. We don't really require it anymore, so we're going to turn that off. Securing, we don't really care, so we're just going to turn off everything. Not going to like us, but we're going to basically do everything in reverse. Pumps are all off. They're all fine. The bleed is off. Packs are fine. Those are off. We're going to turn off the batteries and turn off external power. We are now cold and dark. Oh boy, that was a long startup because we didn't really do a lot of flying, but that was a long startup. So, you guys enjoyed it? Definitely let me know. Let me know the types of aircrafts you guys like to see me fly. We'll definitely do some longer trips in the bus. Tonight was mostly just a lot of turning on and a couple of errors. So, we will see you guys in the next episode. We'll probably do something else, like fly out Salt Lake City or something. We'll see you guys in the next one.